11 o'clock already. And the reason why I did that is because there's supposed to be potentially some pretty gnarly thunderstorms coming through town, and so I was kind of trying to make a decision. I'll confess I'm not too afraid of bears out here, but I am very afraid of bad storms because I've seen the level of destruction they can do very quickly. So I was seriously considering just staying in town another night and having all sorts of, negative self-talk going on with that. Like, real through hikers would have been gone by now. But thankfully I'm old enough to where I ignore that voice in my head almost immediately. But then kind of a great compromise arose. Some folks offered to actually host me tonight. And that was enough for me to say, okay, I can go. Because I'm fine with hiking today, even if there are some storms. But thankfully I can sleep inside tonight. Not the most hardcore thru hiker that's ever existed. And that's okay. Well, I had a fine time in Misik. Had a great stay at the Mushroom Cat Motel. They're super hiker friendly. Back on the trail. This little guy's going for a hike. I think that's a tortoise. I don't know what kind. He's super pretty. Another pair of trumpeter swans out here. I think they got pretty close to dying off, and this is their native territory, and they've just come back suddenly with a flourish, and they're everywhere again. This is a super magical stretch of trail. It's in this little creek ravine. Mosquitoes like it quite a bit too, and it's just been crisscrossing back and forth on these little bridges, and I'm loving it. Well, I'm done with my hiking for today. I did 10 miles, and I'm waiting for a ride to show up. I get to stay with members of the Grand Traverse chapter today, and man, the hiking was fun today. It was fun. Right now, you wouldn't really think that there's going to be any severe weather tonight, but when I look at the radar, there are definitely little cells of thunderstorms going to be moving through around 6, and it's around I think it's around 5 right now. There's that thunder rolling in. So the big reasons why I made this judgment call to not stay out tonight is, well, 1, I had another option. 2, it's supposed to be a line of supercell thunderstorms potentially, and a potential for flash flooding. So I retreat. Dave came and picked me up right before it started pouring again. Yep, really glad I'm in a car right now.
I am Patty Warner.
And Dave Warner.
And what is your relationship to the North Country Trail?
Well, we started working on it about 5 years ago in the area. We worked on the Five Flag Loop Trail, and we like getting outside, so that's what we do. We go out and cut trees, and my favorite part is painting blue blazes on the trees.
The trail has been really great to follow because of how clear those are. Yeah.
It's so peaceful to be out there in the sun all by yourself in the woods painting on a tree.
Yeah.
That's my job now.
One thing I always wonder about when I'm hiking though is like, do you guys just carry out cans of paint with you? Like, how do you handle that?
Well, you have to do it as a project, and I carry it in a cat litter bucket.
In a cat litter bucket. You guys, thank you for everything that all the time and sweat equity you give to the trail.
It's our excuse to get outside, so.
Yeah. As Patty and Dave were driving me to the trail this morning, they let me know that I was going to see this marker with a 16 on it. It's marking a trail called the Old Indian Trail that the Ojibwe in the area used to take from Cadillac to Traverse City here. So it's marked the whole way. big storms never materialized, so I would have been just fine. But they offered to host me a second night and allow me to slack pack again today. So took them up on that. This is going to be my first 15-mile day since last week. And I figured this would be a good way to test my feet. So with a lighter weight and see how I do. It appears somebody has an opinion about that. I think there's a lot of folks who like riding like ORVs and ATVs out here in the state forest land. So sometimes they kind of have to block the trail off because I think they're really hard on footpaths. Obviously, if they've got those big tires on them. So, and somebody seems like they're a little upset about that. Really wish I could whistle right now, but I can't. I lost my 2 front teeth at the same time when I was a kid. I've never mastered the skill again. Look at that. This is the High Banks overlook. And it says you can see for 15 miles. Marsh marigolds everywhere. The green tunnel is filling in. Remember how brown it was just even last week? It's just a carpet of green now. Look at this super cute trail register, you guys. It's got a roof. It's got like a porch. Whoever builds these, you are talented. You guys, there's no recent entry from Sir Dispatcher. Doesn't mean anything necessarily. Maybe he just didn't stop and sign it, but I hope he's okay. Maybe he's just taking some time off in town. So I'm trying out the Katadyn Be Free. Loving it so far. It's got a flow rate, I'm going to say conservatively triple that of at least how the Sawyer Micro was performing at the end there. And just for the record, I was back flushing that Micro every day, and it was still flowing really, really slowly. Bam! Done! Now just don't knock the bottle over before you get the cap on. Where did the cap go? Cap. Crap. Did I not put it in that pocket? I swear I put it in that pocket. In this pocket? Nope. In this pocket? Nope. Oh no. Well, crap banana. Where the heck did the cap go? This is a real issue. Well, I don't know what happened to that cap. Here's what I predict. I'll find it in the same pocket I just checked 17 times when I get done with the hike. But I apologize if I dropped it out here. And it wasn't an issue. I have another bottle. I just put the water in there. It's fine. Being dramatic. Feeling really good though. Yeah, my feet feel super good. It may be 6 days before I get to Kalkaska. I was planning on 5, but it may be 6. And that's okay. I decided to stop caring about how fast I'm going. I'm sick of talking about it, so I'm sure you're sick of hearing about it. And so I just decided today that I'm just going to do what I do best out here, which is enjoy the woods. Hi guys! This is the fun part of road walking. Look at these cuties. Oh, that guy looks like Spirit. Yay, memory foam. Well, I did hike 15 miles today.
and I did it in 8 hours, and I'm happy with that. So I'm going to slack pack again tomorrow, and hopefully I'll do 18 miles. We'll see. I'll be happy with 15. If I can do 18, I will. Today I felt like I could have kept going, so 18 maybe in range. New record tomorrow. Does it count as a new record if you're slack packing? I don't know about that.
Good morning. And a fine morning it is. Sun's out already. It was near freezing when I woke up this morning, but I slept inside last night. So I was nice and cozy, and I'm feeling super ready to hike today. Apparently, I might face some fun times today. There's been a lot of water here, just like in other areas of the Midwest, and so there might be some flooded creek crossings where the bridges are actually underwater. I think we've got some late blooming bloodwort here, if I'm correct on that. We've got these really cool leaves and pretty little flowers. Man, my body is just singing today. My feet feel fantastic. My legs feel strong. My lungs are just drinking in this woodland air. My ears are super happy because all they can hear is the flowing water and bird song. Very happy hiker today. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this, but there's a robin who's like hiking with me. It won't fly away, it just keeps running ahead of me. Yeah, he just takes a little short. Well, I'm going this way now, bud. Fruit strip, pepperoni, mozzarella. That's legit fancy. That's legit good. It's quiet. It's quiet out here. It's just me and the birds and a squirrel once in a while. Been hiking for about 7 miles and everything's feeling good, but I can definitely feel some tight spots developing, so I'm gonna start stretching at lunch now. I think I've got one coming up right here, just giving me some twinges in my knee. I usually like foam rolling a lot when I'm working out. Pretty hard. I haven't really tried this too much. Let's see if there are any tight spots and then hold it there. Oh yeah. My IT band's not feeling that tight. So, oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, that's what's causing that knee. Let's say this is your muscle running down your leg. If you get a knot in it, like literally it shortens that muscle, so it's pulling on everything above and below it, and that can, so sometimes like the pain in my feet might actually be because all the muscles are tight farther up my leg and are pulling the muscles in my feet too tight to do the job they need to do. So hopefully that will help. Oh, it feels good. It's good to stretch. So I started here this morning, so I've come all along this, and I'm trying to go all the way up here to Spring Lake, because Patty and Dave's house is actually within walking distance from that campground, so I might still be able to just walk back to their house. They have to go to a chapter meeting tonight. But really, I've done all of this, you guys, all of that. This was the amazing vista yesterday. Yeah. Hoden pile
dam pond. This is where I'm pretty sure a guy thought that a walking pot dealer had strolled right into his front yard, because he was telling me that somebody told him all backpackers carry pot, not like the cooking pot, like the marijuana. And I was like, well, not this backpacker, dude. Crows always have a lot to say. I think they're such a cool bird. I think they're really smart. They mourn their dead. That to me is always a sign that they are self-aware. If an animal mourns its dead. Oh, the wild strawberries are blooming. Come, my pretties. Come. Come. I shall eat you. These are violets. Their flowers are edible. Although I've never tried it. Let's see. Tastes like a really mild spinach. Hopefully that was violet. You never just walk past a latrine. Okay, it's 8.5 miles to Spring Lake Campground. And look, 2,200 miles to North Dakota. Holy crap, that's a lot. The Manistee River is right down there. And I think this is it. This is the last point on the trail that I'm gonna walk by it. I've grown pretty attached to this river. Walking next to it, it's a lovely river. Pushing the pace, my feet started groaning at me finally. So you're in charge, my lovelies. You're in charge. I do what they say. They say slow down. So I think I've done about 12 miles in 6 hours. So yeah, about 2 mile an hour pace, and happy about it. Dang it, I said I wasn't gonna talk about pace anymore. But what matters is I'm having a blast out here today. I'm having a blast. Patty and Dave said they were going to be out here on a little spur trail doing some trail maintenance, and was really hoping to run into them.
You see the strangest people in the woods.
You run into random gentlemen carrying very large saws.
Did you run into a hiker in the woods? Well, what did you think so far?
Oh, gorgeous. Stunning. Sad to leave the Manistee behind.
Yeah.
You get attached to it.
See, that's my kitty litter bucket.
Very good.
Do you know what kind of paint that is used on the North Country Trail?
Is there?
It's called Nelson's Boundary Paint.
No relation, unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh, these are Annie-sized. These are great. You can really tell that people love this trail. The people who live near it and take care of it, they love it. By stuff like this. And this is Fife Lake Creek. Very cool little creek. Very much want to put my feet in here. I think I'm gonna keep hiking. Hey, MacGyver! I got your message. Hiya! Alright, I just signed the register, and there wasn't an entry from Sir Dispatcher. So I think 2 registers in a row means it's pretty likely that either I got ahead of him somehow, or he got off the trail for a little bit, or maybe for a while. I don't know. Hope he's okay. First snake of the trip. I think that's a garter snake. I think I almost stepped on him. Sorry, bud. Sorry about that. You're just trying to get warm. Well, that's a pretty good way to end a hike.
What? I'm soaking my feet. This half-through hike of the NCT is going a little bit differently than I expected.
This is Como. Como! This is one of Dave and Patty's cats. He's super friendly. He's cuddling with me before bed. This is one thing I miss. I miss my dog so much, and I feel like the worst human companion to him, to leave him for this long, and I miss petting him and cuddling with him.
It was such a pleasure staying with Dave and Patty. They're wonderful people. Also, Dave gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, lucky, 7 home-baked chocolate chip cookies. So, yay! The beavers diverted this pond right over the trail. It's not very deep though. I think I just entered what's called the Valley of the Giants. And there's some old growth trees in here that were missed in the first logging boom of the United States. Gosh, that is such a clear path down to the water. That must have been made by humans, yeah? Nope. This is a beaver trail. They can be very convincing. They are busy, busy little beavers. Here's the thing about peeing in the woods. The first body part to go feral is your bladder. When you're at work, you're at your desk, your bladder goes, excuse me, you may have to pee in the next 5-10 minutes. Why, thank you, bladder. You finish a task, you take a phone call, you meander down the hallway, you go to the bathroom, no problem. In the woods, your bladder's like, I gotta pee. You're like, okay, great, let me find a tree off the... Okay, I'm peeing. I'm already peeing. That's what's happening. It gives you no... It's like, there's no... It's not asking, okay? It's just peeing. It's like, no, we're not inside. I get to pee wherever and whenever I want. I'm feral. All right, so I just got to the campsite, or the campground where I'm going to stay tonight. And we're supposed to get... We have like an 80% chance of thunderstorms tonight. If we're having a thunderstorm tonight, I am staying away from the big tall guys. 1, because they're more likely to get struck by lightning. And 2, because they can kill you if they fall over if we get bad winds. So instead, I'm gonna walk around and look for a site with little trees. And I think I actually saw the best one down here, so. I'm battening down the hatches already because I've heard some thunder already, which is a bummer because I feel like leaving one of the vestibule doors open helps with condensation, I think. I don't know. I think. All right, let's rock and roll. Guess what?
there was no thunderstorm last night. And weirdly, I had a dream that I was through hiking the AT. You guys, I cheated on the NCT in my dreams. It was so weird. Yeah, all that preparation for nothing. Don't regret it, but it's a good reminder that the forecast is like, I don't know if I want to say wrong. It's just, you know, weather is very changeable. Weather changes all the time, so forecasts are often not accurate.
Could you ask for a finer morning? I'm gonna hit territory that I've hiked before. I started this hike off, you guys know, at the trail celebration, and now I'm gonna head into the section I already did. So we start to get into, then we're gonna get up to Dollar Lake, and we took lunch there on the day hike. And then after that, we get down to the Boardman River, which is, oh, such a pretty hike. I promised myself on that hike, I was like, I'm gonna camp on this river. Well, my feet had different plans. According to this map, I'm actually about 8 miles behind on my plan. I realized when I looked at this last night, I am not on schedule. In fact, I was supposed to be in town tonight. So, but that's 23 miles, so I don't think that'll be happening. Another cool thing is I should pass, this is mile 200 for me.
Woofda! Muddy start to the morning.
Ooh, a latrine.
A new experience for me as a backpacker is there are tons of moles. So you'll be hiking along and all of a sudden your foot just sinks into mole tunnel. They're not deep. It's not dangerous. It's just feels really funny at first. And this is the Boardman River. This little river just charmed me on my first hike here in Michigan. I think it's so pretty. If I had the power to order up perfect hiking weather, this is what I would order. Yay! 200 miles of the halfway through done. 2,200 more to go. Oh, also, no sticks were harmed in the making of this 200, not even snapped to the right size. I gathered them all from the forest and now they shall return to their home. Hello, tiny overlords. How are you today? Oh, good. I'm glad you're so happy. Yes, it's been a fine day hiking with you. Very little grumbling. I appreciate it. Dispersed camping is giving me an adventure tonight. So now I'm following animal trails down here because I don't think I could. I don't know. We'll see. There might be a place to camp. All right. Well, this is a horse and hiking trail. It's not on my map though, or actually the map says this is the road, I think. I don't know what's happening. Here I thought I was bushwhacking through the wild. There's a house over there. There's a house down there. Well, that's a bummer, starting the day off with a migraine. Actually, I had it yesterday too and took medication for it, but thought I'd battled it back
not so. As soon as I started hiking this morning, it came slamming back into my head. So it's not a bad one though, thankfully. Sometimes they get so bad you can't walk. So which is kind of what I need to do right now. To Kalkaska we go. This section between Misik and Kalkaska, what a beautiful section. I really enjoyed getting up into the kind of lesser populated parts of the Manistee River. Definitely the highlight of the week was getting to meet and get to know Patty and Dave, and they were so incredibly helpful, and my feet feel like $1,000,000. So Patty, Dave, thank you so much. The Grand Traverse chapter, like all of them so far, you guys have done an amazing job on trail maintenance. It's perfect up here. Hey! Dave and Patty to the rescue again!
We were in town on our way, and it's like, well, maybe you need that ride.
Thank you.
So you don't have to,
Yes, I appreciate it.